Revelation 3258. From the 16th of September 1944. Premature departure from the world. Purpose. People are repeatedly reminded of the transience of earthly things, and they are constantly confronted by death when many people pass away prematurely and when they are helpless in the face of events which cause suffering and despair to human beings. Yet they will not change their mind nor think about the real reason for suffering and untimely death. Thus the suffering becomes ever more painful, and humanity will observe world events with horror and turn numb at the size of the disaster that engulfs it. Humanity, however, is asking for it, since the despair of the time leaves people entirely indifferent and they derive no gain for their souls. And therefore God applies the harshest measures to disturb their lethargy, because in spite of people's earthly and bodily suffering their souls remain uncaring, they remain indifferent to the blows of fate, or they would attempt to change in the knowledge that their spiritual attitude is the cause of the increased suffering on earth. Hence many people have to depart prematurely from this life because a longer life would be detrimental rather than beneficial for their souls, as they would lose their faith completely and only take care of their physical life. In spite of their inadequate state of maturity, God therefore allows the loss of countless human lives to prevent their regression, to give them the opportunity to fully mature in the beyond. Because the situation on earth does not remain hidden from them, they can observe the developments and become aware that due to the neglect of their soul's salvation, due to their wrong way of life, due to their lack of faith and unkind thoughts, human beings themselves are responsible for the severe suffering on earth. In addition, people who are called away by God prematurely can still become aware when faced with death. They can still truly unite with God, they can still become purified due to intense suffering, and thus achieve a higher degree of maturity which they would not have attained during a longer earthly life, and then a premature parting from earth is a blessing for them. And irrespective of how much earthly suffering exists, it is only a means for the benefit of souls. Yet few people understand this as such. The magnitude of hardship is intended to direct their path to God, who can and will banish every distress if the human being faithfully awaits His help. However, when even the immense suffering is unsuccessful, when human beings forget about Him and are in greatest danger to finally strive towards the abyss, God shall end many an earthly life and permit apparently inhuman disasters, because He forever considers the human souls and aims to save these even though the body will perish as a result. Because God never does wrong but only what is good and a blessing for the human soul. Amen.